Hello there, commanders, and welcome to another episode of Chinese Faction Preview. And we are back on Dong Zhuo, the absolute memer that he is with his reign of terror. Should be called reign of memes, to be honest, if you ask me. So, this is Liu Bei earlier today. Now we're back on Dong Zhuo after his absolute monster performance on cavalry. Absolute meme of a performance. Well, let's see how he does. I remember he was very powerful on glaives. I expect nothing less to be the case on swords. Well, let's go. Reign of Terror. Blade Breaker. Did you see that damage? What the fuck was that?
Is that your best?
Okay, that's a lot of numbers, but they're low numbers. They're not like that big. But you can, if I were to use the triple, it would still nuke these units. Or just straight up nuke them.
You shall submit.
And then comes Flames. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, use Flames of the Phoenix first, Reign of Terror later. Because Reign of Terror doesn't depend on you landing a strike, while Flames of the Phoenix does, because, well, it is a strike. Yeah, but it's still an absolute memory. Debuffing the enemies, damaging them, knocking them down, making them rout.
Is that your best?
Blade Breaker, let's not care about any damage, let's not take any damage. I barely lost any models. If it has Drupal, that would heal me, that would be cool. That would be very cool. But then when you're using Blade Break... No, no. Tongue Twister for sure, but yeah, it is Blade Breaker. For some reason I just cannot say it. Oh, he's shooting me? That's good. I'm just gonna Blade Breaker. It has to. They have to come up with a better name for it, though. They really do. I mean, sure, your armor is so tough that it breaks the blades. Okay, let's go for a frontal engagement. Charge in. Not like it will do anything. That charges. Yeah, even when it landed on medium Roman infantry, it still did 0 damage. Okay. I want my Blade Breaker. I want him to burn a little bit. Damn, that's bright. Not like it does any damage anyway. Yeah, Reign of Terror. Actually, stun Bulwark since we are engaging frontally. Wait for them to get back up, then use Flames of the Phoenix. Well, did they use triple? Fuck, I wanted to only use once. I fucked up.
Nothing can stop me.
That was unfortunate.
Swordsman. Take them.
See that charge damage popping up?
Into the fight.
Even when engaged frontally, it's quite nice, but let's do some flanking. I mean, Dong Zhuo doesn't have any mobility, but he doesn't need it. The unit itself is mobile enough.
Swordsman. Kill. Swordsman. Double time. Break them.
Come on, attack! What the hell are you bouncing off of? Well, that's arena unit coherency and pathfinding memes. And that's what I don't like when you right-click on enemy unit. It just attacks with a few soldiers and all the others just stay back and cheer. Let's use Reign of Terror. Sits and for shits and giggles. Charge in to deal absolutely 0 damage. See? Okay, well, that unit would be routed anyway. But hey, Reign of Terror helps to do that a little bit faster. Still an effect. So that's what I don't like about the debuff abilities, because when you use them, you don't see how long they are going to be in effect unless you click on the enemy unit. Because for buffs, you just see once they expire on top of your own unit, right? Use Blade Breaker and you see that. And it's 10 seconds. While for abilities such as Reign of Terror, which are debuffs, you don't see that. You need to click on that unit. And now this unit, one flank plus Reign of Terror equals route. Without the Reign of Terror, it wouldn't have been a route. I guess I should go and heal up.
Break them.
Pretty decent on models. 68, 72, 57. I mean soldiers.
Our capture point is contested.
Yeah, Dong Zhuo is definitely fun to play. And if you've got Germanicus charging your way, just fucking Reign of Terror him. I know you're
Swordsman.
using, potentially wasting your Reign of Terror for that, because theoretically, if someone charges you, right,
Swordsman.
and you Reign of Terror their charge to stop it, essentially, then they can just turn around and wait for a charge, and they wasted a charge that will come back way sooner than your Reign of Terror. But you have your own charge, right, and they don't have it, so if they try to run away, you charge them in the back, since this infantry is quite fast. Faster than, for example, aforementioned Germanicus. So yeah, using Reign of Terror for breaking charges is still a pretty good idea. Especially if you're actually blobbed, right? Because if you are not blobbed, you just be charged like 1 vs 1 vs 1 vs 1, you need to use Reign of Terror on each of these units. And that leaves you without Reign of Terror altogether.
Death.
But if you were to blob up, you only need to use one.
Swordsman. Attack. Nothing
Oh,
can
you're
stop
attacking me from behind? That's good. I'm just gonna
Destroy.
Blade Breaker that. It's so weird to use as a
Swordsman.
verb.
You cannot stop.
Reign of Terror. Oh, you routed. Oh, you're not. Oh, you are. Goodbye.
Swordsman. Take them. Run. Slay them.
There is also. God damn it. 2 morale left. No.
Quickly.
I need more morale damage.
Swordsman.
Our capture point is contested.
Your blades will
Can
shatter.
use a Blade Breaker.
Quick. March.
My units are so hard stacked, they can't move. Oh, well, maybe because of Flamesword Phoenix anyway. Which is brute forced for that unit. Look, thanks to the damage breaker, I barely taken any damage. Like, it was all
Capture point has become
just
available.
tanked by the barrier itself.
Swordsman.
Enemies trying to run away, well, disrupt
You
them.
shall submit.
Or it just straight up routes this unit. Actually, no need to chase the slingers. Range meta is a meme. You can just completely ignore the enemy archers if you can't catch them.
Heal.
Or slingers for that matter.
Our unit is under attack. Half of the enemy.
Just go into the blob. Wait, does silence? Yeah, it does silence. I thought it doesn't silence because it was like so similar to barbarian charges.
Nothing can stop me.
Yeah, Blade Breaker, Blade Breaker, Blade Breaker.
Pathetic.
Our capture point.
Flames with Phoenix. Bam, everybody finished. Yeah, just pull through so that I can get these in range
Shall submit.
of my Reign of Terror. Bam, routed. It's like memes of Belgaia.
Under attack.
But memes of Belgaia were literally...
Rush.
It was 45 seconds cooldown and 30 seconds duration. Truly deserving of the name of the ability, Memes of Belgaia.
Charge. Slay them. Swordsman. Swordsman.
Reign of Terror almost off cooldown on this unit, but first Flames of the Phoenix, I guess.
Swordsman.
Although it's cavalry,
Over you.
so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't get knocked down. So Reign of Terror doesn't knock down, it knocks back, but cavalry doesn't get knocked back that much. So yeah, that's Dong Zhuo or infantry. Since it's like medium lightish infantry or lightish medium, I don't know. Then yeah, it's really good for flanking. Reign of Terror is really good for flanking. And even if you're surrounded, that's a great disengaging tool, or just delaying the enemy because it lowers their morale, knocks them back, lowers their damage. Such a great ability. A Blade Breaker also, if you get flanked yourself while you're flanking the enemy, just use Blade Breaker, you're suddenly super tanky. It doesn't change much against ranged units. I mean, your damage bar just completely soaks up their damage, right? But they usually just deal AP damage anyway, so the increased armor you're not benefiting that much. Unless the enemy would have advantage in chevrons, then you can mitigate that advantage in chevrons basically by using that ability, 14 seconds. So yeah, that's really good as well. And if there's enemy infantry charging you, yeah, just Blade Breaker, just break their blades on your super tough armor. That's the plan. So, well, let me know what you think about Dong Zhuo and today's comparison between Dong Zhuo and Liu Bei. Who do you think is better for swords? They're both really, really good in their unique ways, but I think Dong Zhuo combines both the power and the fun to play. Well, as I said in the previous video, Liu Bei, not that fun, but definitely powerful. But hey, maybe I just don't find it fun, just circling abilities. Too much middling with the abilities and too little with the actual units and fighting. But sometimes the fights get kind of stale. Just okay, strike, nothing, strike. And then Liu Bei provides that fun because you still have a shit ton of abilities to cycle through. So hey, maybe my initial impression wasn't as accurate. Maybe I'll grow to like Liu Bei over time. Okay. Oh, he's definitely like my type of a commander, kind of. But I just didn't connect. I don't know. That's very weird feeling to describe. Either way, let me know down in the comments below while you're there. Remember to friendly fire that subscribe button. That really helps because still a lot of people who are watching these videos are not subscribed. And if you do subscribe, that actually contributes towards bringing Total Arena back to the West, because CA just needs to see those numbers. Like, hey, people are watching Arena videos, they're interested enough in the channels that are covering Arena exclusively to subscribe to those channels. So hey, maybe there is enough interest in the West to bring them back. But until then, I'll see you on Arena's Battlefields Commanders.